As the crowd continues to file in, we get set to bring you another exciting game. Thanks for joining us. Each of these teams looking to add a win to their record, and we're just about ready to get this one started as the Vikings square off against Sharks. Al Michaels and John Madden here to broadcast this one, brought to you by EA Sports, the company that defines football.
You talk about a quarterback who can lead his team to victory. This guy has all the tools you look for. Great arm, pocket presence, and the ability to hit a receiver anywhere on the field. There's not too many like this guy, and we can see him put up big numbers in this one.
Sharks have some good receivers, too. Much anticipated. As the crowd continues to file in, we get set to bring you another exciting game. Thanks for joining us. Each of these teams looking to add a win to their record, and we're just about ready to get this one started as the Vikings square off against Sharks. Welcome to the game. EA is proud to bring you continuing coverage of the NFL. I'm Al Michaels with John Madden.
This defense has been watching extra film all week because they're facing a dangerous duel, and it starts with this guy. He'll make throws that no other quarterback would ever think about making. Think the guy's covered, and boom, he fires one in between two defenders for a touchdown.
The Vikings have some good receivers, too, and it's a big reason for his success passing. Now, this is his favorite target, and when you see what he can do with the football in his hands, it's easy to understand why. Coaches have told us that they wanted to get him some catches early in the game, so we'll have to see if they stick to that game plan.
This is a team that plays as one unit out there, and they're proving it right now. Look at them. They're all jumping up and down at the same time.
And let's go to the field for the coin toss. They're lined up and ready for the kickoff, so let's go to the field for the start of the action. Here's the kickoff team. And welcome back. Sends it sailing. From the 4-yard line. Loses one tackle. Can't bring him down. Ready to go on offense for the first time.
Number 85 on the return.
Only one man in the backfield.
At the 24-yard line. First and 10. Bring it back.
McNabb sets up. Passing on first down. Running with purpose. Bennett was dragged down before he could get to the line of scrimmage.
They have great size and quickness up front. That allows them to hold up against the run while also giving them the speed to rush the passer when they drop back to pass.
2nd and 10. Ball on their own 24. McNabb gets set. Hand off to the tailback. just about a yard on the run.
With the carry, 1 yard gain on the play.
John, for people who love defensive struggles, this game is exactly what they're looking for. Two of the best in the league out on the field today.
These are two of the most talented defenses in the league. Not only can these guys stop you from scoring,
they can create scoring by themselves.
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't be surprised if this game turns on a big defensive play that generates points, like an interception return or a fumble recovery, something like that.
And I'm sure we're going to see a lot more blitzing before this one's over.
You know that I would. He struggles when he's facing pressure up the middle. So bringing extra guys trying to get additional pressure can be very effective strategy.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the punt. Fair catch. The offense just about ready to go as they take the field for their first possession. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 45.
First and 10.
Pass play here on 1st down. Pressure coming with the throw. That incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Second and 10. Ball on the 45.
Jackson. Gain of about a yard by the fullback.
On the carry, 1 yard gain on the play.
Minnesota with 6 defensive backs.
On the 47-yard line.
This one is handed off. Closing in. Gets rid of it. And he hits his target.
Now this is one heck of a play. Look at it. You're in a hole here on 3rd down. And they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Sideline to sideline. Ain't got nothing.
Peterson gets set. Dropping back. Under pressure. Launches this one to the right. Almost intercepted. They're lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Yeah, I think everyone else was thinking the same thing. You don't get a better chance at an interception than he had right there.
Only one man in the backfield. He delivers the forearm. About a 2-yard gain here.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Catch the ball, man.
Minnesota comes out in their nickel package. Pressure goes with a short pass to the right side. The receiver did a good job bringing that pass in.
Looks like someone might have blown their coverage on that one.
A long field goal attempt here. This one from about 52 yards away. And it's up. It's good. Kennedy is just about ready to kick this one away.
Number 89, back deep to return.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 3. The Vikings will start the drive from the 22.
Number 89 on the return.
First and 10. Ball on their own 22. He gets the carry. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
On the carry, gain of 2 on the play.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
24-yard line.
Give it all you got. Bust this grill, D.
Gain of 2.
23 on the run. Gain of 2 on the play.
They need 7. Ball on their own 25. Harper moves in motion. Pressure coming. Room to run. It's a fumble. Sharks roll over. The defender knocked the ball loose, and he turned it over. Following the turnover now, it's 1st and 10. Sharks using motion. Means. Sanders stops him at the 33-yard line. Means was stuffed on that play, John.
They're just relentless when the offense decides to run the ball. They break down blocks very quickly. They do a good job maintaining their gap assignments, limiting cutback opportunities.
Hand it off to the back. Just about 2 yards on the run by the halfback.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Here is a 3rd and long situation. Ball on the 31-yard line. Closing in with the pass, using the stiff arm.
Watch it here. This is a great call on 3rd down to keep this drive alive. They were in a tough spot here, but this is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that 1st down.
Under pressure. This pass is incomplete, so he ends up overthrowing his target.
That pass was clearly overthrown.
Fifth play of this drive. Jones comes in motion. Means. Great fake. Slings it out left side. Offer was right there to break that play up.
That's just the kind of play they've come to expect from him. He always seems to make the big play just when they need him to.
3rd down and long coming up here. Ball on the 20-yard line. Throwing. Ooh, nearly picked off. He easily could have taken that one all the way back.
And he's back in his zone. He's reading. He sees the quarterback the whole way, and then he gets a chance at an interception. He just didn't finish the play.
This officially will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick is up. The kick is good. Another one that goes through. His 2nd of the day. Kennedy will be kicking off.
Up for the kickoff. Number 89, back deep to return.
They'll return this one. From the 2-yard line. The Vikings will start this drive from the 20-yard line.
Number 89 on the return. They'll take over at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Crosses it left. And he's tackled behind the line by Hansen. They were waiting for him as he tried to take it to the outside.
And that run started off going east and west, which isn't bad, but then it got worse, and it went south.
Second and long coming up here. Ball on their own 16.
That all you got? You got him. You got him.
McNabb gets set. Throws it. Incomplete. A jarring blow on that one.
That's what I like to see. A defensive player putting a good look at a guy to force the drop pass.
Pressure with the throw. He hits his receiver. He's short of the first with that catch.
That kind of thing always makes me shake my head. What was the guy thinking? A short pass reception like that will never get you the yardage you need to move past the first down marker.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. He has it with some open field. He had some room but couldn't get that one block to let him go the distance.
One or two more blocks would have sprung him.
It's 1st and 10. The quarterback lines up with two backs behind him.
1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down. Pressure coming with the pass. The defender's got it. Breaking free. The 40 runs through the tackle. The 20. The 10. 5. The pass rush had a lot to do with that interception.
I'll tell you, it's very important to have pressure on the quarterback. What that does is make the secondary's job a heck of a lot easier. And on that play, it led to an interception.
After the interception, they'll take over a good scoring position.
Let's go. Come on. Snake eyes. Set. Here come the heat.
Gets the toss to the left. Jameson came up from the corner to make the play.
He's one of those guys who's a sure tackler. He'll move up and play physically at the line, come on a blitz, and play the run just about as well as anyone on the defense.
Closing in with the throw. Touchdown, Vikings. Big time catch in the end zone, John. Boy, how did he break free?
I think they just lost track of him running around back there. I bet you they keep a better eye on him the next time they get down there near the goal line.
Epstein comes in to attempt the point after. And it's up. The extra point attempt is good. They were set up with good field position and were able to make the most of it by getting the touchdown.
Those are the kind of touchdowns you have to get. Because if the defense forces a field goal or a turnover, it's really a victory for the other team. You can often swing momentum the other way.
Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 89. Back deep.
And a short kickoff. From the 14-yard line. Sharks will start the drive from the 27. It's 1st and 10. Means can't bring him down. Means couldn't find an opening and was brought down very quickly.
Yeah, he was. This line has to do a better job of holding up at the point of attack. He has a fast first step. He can explode through the hole. But he needs a line to create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
On the 26-yard line.
Peterson sets up. Man in motion.
We'll see.
The carry breaks through. Runs up the middle. There wasn't much of a hole for him to slide through.
The defense filled all those gaps, and the runner had nowhere to go.
Third down and long coming up here. Under pressure, throws it. Pass ball's incomplete. That one hit him in the hands, but he just couldn't hang on.
Pretty good play call on that one. Everything happened just as it's drawn up. Just couldn't hang on to it.
So they'll line up to punt after going 3 and out. Here's the punt. They'll spot this one where it went out.
They'll start the drive at the 49-yard line. First and 10.
Come on, partner.
The Vikings holding on by less than a field goal. They wanted to pound it through the middle, but they got pounded for a loss.
I'll tell you, that was a perfect time for these guys to call a blitz. They got in there, filled the gap, and brought down the back for a loss.
Second and long. So we've reached the end of the first quarter. We've got a close one underway with the Vikings ahead of Sharks 7-6. The teams have switched sides, and we'll start the second quarter. They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Set. Stay down.
On the ground. About a 2-yard gain here.
On the run. Gain of 2 on the play.
Third and 9.
You got it. Get at him, D.
The Vikings holding on by less than a field goal. Throwing. This pass is incomplete. He overthrows his intended receiver.
And you want to lead the receiver so that he can catch and run, but you don't want to lead him that much.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. And he chooses not to return this one. Passing on first down. Pressure with the throw. The defender just teed off on it.
He's lucky he was able to get rid of it, but he has to be careful. Passes like that can make for some easy interception.
He tucks it away. That's a 3-yard gain.
With the carry. 3-yard gain on the play.
Smith. Play action. Steps up. Throws it. Breaks the tackle. Dumps the ball out to his receiver, and that'll bring up a first down.
First downs are critical in this game. And when the quarterback calls your number, you want to make sure you make the catch and don't mess something up.
It's first and 10.
Got him, you got him. Come on, D up.
Mean. Only a yard by the halfback. Fifth play of this drive. Pressure coming. Gets the pass off. That short pass incomplete. Brings up a third down play.
On the coverage.
Minnesota comes out in a dime package.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Closing in, looking deep to the right. This pass is incomplete. He overthrew the target.
It almost looked like he might have been trying to throw it to someone else.
Kennedy lines up in the backfield for the punt. Johnstone sets up, waiting for the punt. Here's the punt. He's waving for the fair catch.
Hey, no reason to take a chance and risk a fumble. Smart move there by the returner.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 27. McNabb sets up, gets rid of it. Back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
No gain on the play.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Under pressure, slings it to the outside. So that's about a 3-yard loss. Third and long. Miami looking for pass with only 3 down linemen and 7 DBs on the field. Steps up into the pocket, throws it, and the catch is made. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known.
First and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Tosses it out to the left. Only a yard by the halfback.
On the run, 1-yard gain on the play.
And they need about 9. Ball on their own 38. Miami comes out in their nickel package. Gets the pass off. That incomplete pass will bring up 3rd down.
Number 89, the intended receiver on the play.
And here's what they've been able to do so far on 3rd down.
3rd down conversions are usually a good barometer of how well your offense is playing. It means that your offense is making big plays when they need them.
Gets rid of it. It's batted away. Number 38. Got up and knocked that pass away.
That's just great positioning by the defender. He has his eyes in the backfield the whole time, and he was right there to break the play up.
Murphy is looking for a good punt here. Wiggins looks like he's ready for the return. From the 33. He had a nice return on that punt.
And no matter how good a punt is, it doesn't mean anything if your team can't stop the return.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
Back off, DB.
Pass play here on 1st down. Pressure. This pass is incomplete. He waited just a little too long to get rid of that pass.
Creating pressure can really change the way an offense operates. They need to keep some extra blockers in, either a tight end on the line or a back that can help them out with their protection.
Sharks line up in trips bunch. Pressure coming with the throw. Incomplete. What happened there, John?
He got open and the quarterback found him with a pass. He just couldn't get it under control.
The Vikings come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Dropping back. Gets the pass off. And he picks up about 4.
Makes the catch. Gain of 4 on the play.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Here's the kick. From the 18. I bet you he'll call for a fair catch the next time.
Sometimes you think you've got some room for a return, and the next thing you know, you got a bunch of guys in your face.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 19. Closing in, throwing, behind him, and he has it. Great throw to beat the zone.
I'll tell you, the defense has to do a better job of coming up and clamping down on the receiver whenever he enters their zone.
Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
The Vikings holding on by less than a field goal. Toss play to the left. Great play in the backfield. That play wasn't going anywhere except backwards.
I tell you, sometimes the back needs to know when to just go down because he's trying to make something happen that's not going to happen, and they end up losing a bunch of yards.
They need 5. Ball on their own 24.
The defense really bears down on 3rd down.
Drops back with the pass. Puts it on the ground. So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out. Here's the punt. And this punt will sail out of bounds. Sharks can regain the lead with a field goal. Going in the air on 1st down. Under pressure. Good throw. They're trying to get the fullback involved in the passing game.
And he's one of those guys who's a pretty good safety back. He's got soft hands, and more importantly, he knows what to do with it when he gets it.
Pressure, looking for an option, so they'll lose yardage on that tackle by Holmes. Nowhere to throw at that time.
Nowhere to run either. He's got to do a better job of reading the defense before the snap. Then get the ball out to your check down receiver before the rush can get to you.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark. It's 2nd down and a long way to go. Ball on the 37-yard line. Pressure coming. Got to him as he throws. They almost got to him for the sack.
This defense really likes to keep the pressure on the passer. They bull rush, they speed rush, they blitz from the outside, all in an attempt to create turnover opportunities in the secondary. The offensive line needs to do a better job of holding on their blocks, giving a little extra time in the pocket that the quarterback needs.
3rd and long. Let's see what play they choose to keep this drive going. Throwing. John, I don't know how they didn't pick that one off.
You know, he didn't pick it off, but at least he didn't let the receiver make the catch either. Still a pretty good effort.
And they'll send the kicker out to try to pick up 3 points as the half is close to the end. Very long field goal attempt here, about 54 yards out. The kick is up. The kick sails through the uprights. He's in a groove, his 3rd field goal of the game. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 89, back to return.
The kick should be returnable. From the 5. On their last drive, it was 3 plays and out, and now the offense comes out onto the field once again. We're guessing they're going to just throw it and do their best to move into scoring range since they don't want to go into the half with the score the way it is. The Vikings can regain the lead with a field goal. Dropping back to pass on first down. The protection broke down there.
That's just a case of an overload where the defense had more guys rushing than the offense had blocking.
Looks like they'll go with the hurry up here. Loose ball. The Vikings recover. Big sigh of relief from the offense after the recovery.
Yeah, he picked up the trash. The defense can't get sloppy out there and miss tackles and let them get a first down. They might get the ball back and have a shot at some points before halftime.
And we'll take a few looks to determine whether the ball came out before the knee was down.
The key thing here is that the ball started to come out before his knee was down. If it did, then it should be counted as a fumble.
The call on the field is overturned.
So the referee agrees with the official upstairs, and this one has been overturned.
Well, it was put in to right a wrong. And right there, it was wrong. And now it's right.
Miami will call a timeout here. They have 1 left, just about a yard on the run. So the punt team gets ready as we near halftime. Murphy is back to punt. Wiggins back to return. Here's the punt. From the 43-yard line. A nice return there.
That was good blocking. The returner was able to find some open space and make the most of it.
They'd like to add a few more points to this lead, but will need to do a good job with clock management. Pass play here on first down. Closing in. He's taken down in the backfield by Hovan. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known. I'm sure they'll be going to the air as long as they have the ball. Now in 2nd and long after the sack. Under pressure, throws it. The 30, the 20. He has some room. 5. Touchdown, Miami. The defender was caught out of position on the score.
Yeah, the defenders were looking one way while the play was going the other.
They'll line up for the extra point. And it's up. The extra point attempt is good. Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 89, back deep to return.
Should be a return here. From the 4. The The defense shut down the offense the last time they had the ball.
Number 89 on the return.
Bust his grill. Set.
Man in motion. Dropping back to pass on first down. Throwing. This one falls incomplete. There was just too much pressure on that play.
They did a nice job up front with their bull rushes and rips and stunts, forcing adjustments along the offensive line. They have to do a better job getting off the ball and controlling the line of scrimmage. But they're going to have a tough time whenever they drop back to throw. Hey, I'm sure they're going to keep on passing so they can get in range for some much-needed points.
Dropping back. Pressure. And he's brought down in the backfield by Bennett. And they'll face a long third down here. Ball on their own 26. It's third and long now, and the defense can afford to back off and play it soft.
Third and 15. Ball on the 26-yard line.
Pressure coming. It's the pass off. Incomplete pass. The incomplete pass brings up fourth down. Offense couldn't get it done in the lineup to punt. Here's the kick. From the 41. He didn't get anything on that return.
Give credit to the coverage team for not letting them get anywhere.
They're trying to move the ball downfield and increase their lead before halftime. First and 10. Ball on their own 41. With the throw, and he'll take it out of bounds at the 49. Peterson zips the ball into the receiver on that one.
The quarterback quickly read the defense and fired the ball into the receiver for a first down.
Sharks using motion. Pass play here on first down. With the pass, he finds his man. He made a quick read and got rid of it in a hurry.
The quarterback delivered that pass right on the mark. There's no defense for a perfect pass.
Closing in, throwing, nearly intercepted. He couldn't come up with the interception.
Yeah, the defender was in a perfect position to come up with a big play. He just left his hands over on the sideline. The quarterback doesn't want to force one to get to first. There's a whole nother half to play, and there's no need to try and get it all on this drive.
Under pressure, throws it, puts him in stride. He's taken down at the 41-yard line. Pickup of about 7.
Gain on the play.
The upcoming punt will mark his 4th so far. Here's the punt. And he signals for the fair catch. No return here. Back it comes to the 20. It's the end of the second quarter with the score. Miami 16. Minnesota 7.
Minnesota 7.
So with halftime now over, let's take a look at how both teams performed in the first half. The kickoff team lines up.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 82
Sends it forward. From the 4. Miami already leading in this one. Sends their offensive unit back onto the field. The backs are lined up in an I. Man in motion. Mean. Just about a yard on the run. 2nd and 9. Dropping back. Pressure. Tossing it over the middle. He recognizes the blitz and gets the ball out for a first down.
Yeah, and he saw a good matchup. He made a heck of a throw to get the ball to his receiver.
Throwing on first down. Pressure coming. Throws it. Turns. He has it. Amazing play by Myers.
You talk about making it look easy out there. He caught that, and he made it look very easy.
Let's check in with Melissa.
Thanks, Al. The Vikings coach had a long talk with his defensive players at halftime. He believes they can turn things around and come back for the win, but they have to play as a team. We'll see if his speech had the desired effect early on. Back to you, Al.
Thanks, Melissa. Passing right. Incomplete pass. That incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Minnesota comes out in their nickel package.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
With the pass. Down he goes at the 28-yard line. He throws a perfect strike.
That was one heck of a throw. You could see him setting for the pass, then boom, it was gone.
Minnesota comes out in their nickel package.
28-yard line.
Here come the heat. Ain't got nothing. Give it all you got, DJ.
And this is the 6th play of this drive. Closing in. He finds his man. Jones catches a floater for the first down.
And it's a good thing he caught it. You don't want to drop those passes that are sure first down.
And they find themselves in scoring range. Under pressure, good play in the backfield. He was done in by the pass rush on that play.
Yeah, and the quarterback just had to take the hit, and that took a lot out of it.
Now they're looking at 2nd and long after the sack. Gets rid of it. This one falls incomplete. Ooh, what a huge hit to cause the incompletion.
Yeah, so good it knocked the ball right out of his hands.
Minnesota comes out in the quarter defense.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Peterson sets up. Pressure, throws it, and it's complete. He made that catch look easy.
That receiver has really good technique out there. He always catches it in front with his hands, then brings it into his body.
And the kicking team come on for this field goal attempt. And it's on its way. A nice kick, and it's good. He's been good on 4 field goal attempts. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 89, back deep to return.
Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. From the 7. The Vikings will start the drive from the 26.
Number 89 on the return.
It's 1st and 10. McNair gets set. Bennett. Nice play fake. Pressure coming. 2nd and short upcoming after that great run.
Well, the thing is, you have to put speed out there when you've got a quarterback who will take off on you. Speed on defense helps cut down the running lanes, keeping him contained in the backfield. Then if he does run, you have enough speed to catch him.
Drops back. Closing in.
Watch. Now, the key to this first down was the fact that the defense lost containment on the quarterback. He's out there running around, and that time it got him a first down.
First and 10.
Come on, gee up.
First and 10. Ball on a 38-yard line.
Under pressure. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Good pass rush, forcing the incompletion.
Pressure can really mess up the timing of a play. That pass was incomplete because the quarterback had to get rid of it before he wanted to.
Miami comes out in their nickel package.
Let's go, come on. Snake eyes. Come on, partner.
McNair sets up. Martin in motion.
90 ball.
Drops back. Well, John, they kept it in the quarterback's hands.
And it didn't get anywhere. The quarterback got knocked around, but that was about it.
Here is a 3rd and long situation. Ball on their own 39. Throwing. Drops the interception. John, that went right off the defender's fingertips.
I'll tell you, he did almost everything right on that one. He was able to read the quarterback's eyes. He got himself in good position to make the interception. And when it got to him, just bounced off his hand.
Murphy will come into this game to punt. Here's the kick. Fair catch called for.
There was no need to try and return that one. So he made the right decision there.
They line up in the I formation. Pressure with the throw on the money. Into the open. Perfect pass, great catch, and that'll move the chains. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 41. Dropping back. Pressure coming. Knocked away. And that brings up 2nd down. Drops back. Good play call by the defensive coordinator.
He knows exactly how to take advantage of his personnel. He always puts him in position to make big plays out there, whether it's rushing the quarterback or playing in pass coverage downfield.
After the sack, they'll be looking at 3rd and long here. Man in motion. With the throw, picked off. Room to run. The 30, the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Vikings. So here's how each team has done protecting the ball, or lack thereof, perhaps. Epstein comes in for the extra point. And it's up. The point after is good. The Vikings find themselves right back in this one.
Now it's up to the defense to hold him.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 89.
Nice catch. Plenty of distance. From the 6-yard line. The last time the offense had the ball, they gave it away on an interception. Let's see what happens this time down the field. They'll go from the I formation. Closing in, throws it, almost picked off. Very lucky that wasn't intercepted.
I bet you as soon as he let that go, he was wishing that he could have it back, because that could easily have been an interception.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 24. Means guns it to the right side. The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down.
84, the intended receiver on the play.
Get in there.
Minnesota comes out with 7 in the secondary. And he's tackled behind the line. Loss of around 2.
Takes the tackle. 3-yard loss on the play.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Here's the punt. The officials are trying to determine where it went out of bounds. The Vikings line up in Tripp's bunch.
The 43-yard line.
Under pressure. He tried to turn it upfield, but didn't have much luck there, John.
Yeah, but the defense stayed at home on that play, and they stopped him before he could go too far.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 43.
Give it all you got. Sideline to sideline.
Bennett, the lone back.
2nd and 10. Ball at the 43-yard line.
Pressure gets the pass off. Incomplete pass. 3rd down upcoming after that incomplete pass. Dropping back. Pressure coming. Fires it out to the right. And it's caught. Pulls him over. They convert for the 1st down on that throw.
What a throw. He put everything he had into that one.
First and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
94.
Pass play here on 1st down. Stepping up with the throw. And this pass is completed. They'll move the sticks with that completion.
I'll tell you, he put that one right on the money. They're just out there playing a little pitch and catch.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
On the 27-yard line.
McNabb gets set. And they go with the delay. Bennett couldn't escape the pursuit and was cut down quickly.
These guys up front are very tough to block because they can use their size and strength to get excellent leverage on running plays. Sometimes they struggle a little with their consistency, but they always seem to be a big factor when the game's on the line.
Again, look at the call. Closing in with the pass. Almost got it. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
That's the thing. That was a perfect opportunity to make a big play for his defense. He lets it go as an incomplete pass rather than an interception.
Miami comes out in the quarter defense.
On the 26-yard line.
The Vikings using motion. Under pressure, gets rid of it. A little off target, but caught. So a pickup of maybe 3.
3-yard gain on the play.
Epstein will come in looking to try the field goal. The kick is up. The field goal attempt is good. Well, John, these teams are very evenly matched.
This makes for a better game, I think. The strategy of the game comes into play here more.
The kickoff team lines up.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 89.
Short kick. We didn't get much of that one. From the 14-yard line. So the offense takes over. The last time they had the ball, they had a very tough time getting anything going. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 28. Peterson sets up. Hand it off. 4, maybe 5 yards on that carry. So we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with Sharks ahead of the Vikings 19-17. The teams are set for the 4th quarter of play. Using motion. Pressure, gets rid of it, and this pass is completed. Good job picking up the blitz and picking up a 1st down.
Hey, that was a heck of a call. I mean, they saw the pressure was coming, and he knew right where to go with the ball, and then he got it there.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 41. Eight-yard gain. Sharks holding on by less than a field goal. With the pass, and the catch is made. No problem picking up the 1st.
Yeah, you know, we're talking about putting a ball on a guy. The quarterback put that ball on the receiver perfectly.
Passing on 1st down. Pressure coming. Throwing short to his left. And that's a loss of 2. The Vikings line up in the quarter defense. Sharks holding on by less than a field goal. Throwing. Behind him, but he has it. The 30. That'll move the chains, John.
Yeah, when you put together a great pass with a heck of a catch, that's exactly what you're going to get.
First and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line. Means the lone setback. Peterson with a man in motion. Means. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry. And this is the 8th play of this drive. Good blocking up front and a nice gain on the counter.
Yeah, and that was a perfect call in that situation. He did a nice job avoiding the first wave of defenders, then converting for the first down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 10-yard line. Peterson sends a man in motion. He'll get it again. Gain of 5, maybe 6 yards there. Means he lost it. The Vikings. And the defense rises up and forces the fumble.
I'll tell you, they always say it. You have to come away with something when you get down inside the 20. The teams that are successful in this league almost always get some kind of points when they move down here. Maybe they only kick a field goal, but they usually get something. And that's a heck of a lot better than coming away with no points at all.
The Vikings can regain the lead with a field goal. Pickup of about 6 yards.
Gain of 6 on the play.
McNabb gets set. Gets rid of it. Bennett continues to be a reliable target. That's his 3rd catch of the game. Inside their own 20.
This team has to start converting on 3rd down if they're going to be successful.
They fooled the defense with that one, and it results in a 1st down.
On the play. First and 10. Ball on the 16-yard line.
Hand it off to the back. Looking for leverage. Bennett did a nice job on that run.
If the defense keeps giving up runs like that for 1st downs, they'll have to make some adjustments to slow this guy down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 30. And he's brought down at the 30. Pickup of about a yard in the run.
On the play.
The Vikings come out with 3 receivers tight.
30-yard line.
Didn't get very far.
This is a guy who's willing to run with it anytime, on any down, in any situation. This time the defense was ready, and they got him before he could get very far.
They need 6. Ball on their own 33.
Lose it. Let's go. Come on. Bulldog under.
Miami looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime. And the catch is made. After hauling in that pass, he now has 3 in the game. Wiggins lines up deep for the punt return. Here's the punt. The return is setting up nicely, and he has room to run with it. Good return there. That could have been a real big one.
Hey, he showed some good vision there. You have to see the entire field in an instant and just take off towards the open field. Got him a nice return for their team.
This one is just about in the books. Hand off to the tailback. The Vikings call a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Ball at about midfield. Sharks holding on by less than a field goal. Tosses it left. Hands it off. Minnesota will call a timeout here. They have one timeout left. Means couldn't even get out of the backfield.
This defense is extremely active and effective up front. They do a good job of getting upfield quickly, creating havoc in the backfield. Misdirection plays and draws can be a good way to use their speed and aggressiveness against them. I'm guessing this should be a run. The defense can't be lollygagging around, because if they are and they give up a first, this one's over.
And he makes the grab. Can't draw it up any better than that. Textbook first down. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line.
First and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Bring that pain, baby. Come on, partner. Snake eyes. Tiger up. Here comes the heat.
It's the toss to the left. Around. About a 2-yard gain here. Minnesota will call a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final timeout. Just over a minute still to go. Here is a 3rd and long situation. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Hit him low. Back off, DB. Get him out.
He hands it off. Gain of 9 on the play.
On the run. 9-yard gain on the play.
They're unable to pick up the first down, and here comes the punting unit again for the 6th time. Here's the kick. He signals for a fair catch. And this one comes back out to the 20. And it all comes down to this. They have to get it into the end zone or it's over. Dropping back. Throwing. The pass falls incomplete. The final score is Miami 19, Minnesota 17.
Minnesota 17.
This is Al Michaels with John Madden saying goodbye for EA Sports.